What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel here. Today's video, I just kind of want to go over the Humminbird Helix 5 ice series for the ice sonar units for ice fishing. So this is the this one here is that you can see the Chirp G2 with the GPS, and then this one is just the traditional sonar. So it's still the G2, but doesn't have GPS. So yeah, I'll walk you through the GPS here. I'm not going to get too in the weeds on the setup here, but just kind of highlights, I guess, or quick options so you can see or you can probably hear the transducer doing its work there. So these are the Chirp units. This is the big difference from the G1 to the G2. And then there's a G3 as well, I think, for the Helix 5s. But I don't believe there's a G4 for the Helix 5s here. So the Helix 7s do have that, I believe. But these both are the 5s. And I kind of have quick shortcuts here of views. So you can see the GPS mode, just traditional sonar, and then your flasher style setup. It's got split screen flasher with your zoom sonar here on the right, and you can split the screen differently here. And that's just a normal zoom there, same interface there. Back to the GPS there, so you can see all the different options. That's just a few. I have let's see here. So if I go back to the menu here, obviously all your gains, you can turn your IR off here. So that's one good thing feature about this is the interference rejections. Pretty good, and it walks you through. You can see you have several different options here. I think up to 8, or actually 6, sorry. Plus turning it off altogether, so 7 total between those settings, which is great. And then your cone angle, your 21 and 15, or it does a combo with both dual spectrums. And then let's see, so surface clutter is for like different water clarities or different types of water with more like composition or buildup or sediment in the water, if you will. So you can adjust that. Obviously, if it's a real clear lake, deep, clear, spring fed, or you'll probably have less surface clutter. Or Great Lakes, if you're fishing super deep, this might be a good feature for you to have. And then you have different flasher styles and sonar colors you can pick from. So there's quite a bit of flexibility here in the setup. That's just the setup feature there. And then these are your different views. You can see I have a few hidden. That's just the bigger, I think I have 2 of them, sonar zoom and then big digits view. So that's just a big traditional view with big text on it, so it's easier to see. And then some of the chart or GPS view I have hidden as well. So so if we go back up through here, one great thing, let's see if I can get through here. This is all your contour line setting, and you can set up your depth highlights for shallow water highlights. So you can pick out a map real quick and highlight the certain depths you're looking for, which kind of lets you hone in on a fishing area if you want. So it's one other good feature. And this is just your GPS setups here, as well as your navigation. So you can run your tracks, whether you're in your fishing boat or ice fishing. So you can run your routes and save that, which I have done ice fishing, which can be a real saver at the end of the night if you're leaving in the middle of a heavy snowstorm or wind gusts or whatever. It kind of helps you retrace your path or whatever. So that's kind of helpful, especially early ice too. Kind of a good feature if you need to rely on that. And then obviously you can drop waypoints too, just like traditional GPS. And so here, different settings between the contrast, and then it's just the setup of which transducer you have by default. I think that's the XI9 there. And this is the other option here. So you can, if I hit this button, it'll go move it over to open water mode. So that's a great feature about both these units, the GPS as well as the traditional just G2 sonar. So you can transition between ice mode and open water mode. So I do use this one for my fishing boat as well. I'll run it on the bow mount trolling motor with a Minn Kota built-in sonar or transducer. So, but I still run that on the front of the boat. So I switched this for ice fishing as well as open water. So it's very versatile. That's what's great about it. One other highlight, I think, obviously what they come with, I guess. This is your just basic G5. I know the G4 Humminbird units have a different shuttle setup, but the Helix 5s haven't changed. They still kind of have the zip style door suit here, with, with the transducer. So it's got the pouch bag here style, and then it comes with, I'll use this back one here, so this is the regular one, but they're come with the same thing. So transducer, the unit obviously, inside cradle mount for this plastic, kind of a shuttle system here you can see, and then that duffel bag here, or zip style pocket bag. Now I will say, one thing I recommend for these, for both of them actually, especially the GPS unit here, is definitely upgrade batteries if you can. So if that's in your budget to do so, comes with the standard, I think they're 7 amp hour lead acid style batteries, and they work pretty good, or they last for quite a fair amount of time. However, these lithium batteries, I got the Markham Brute here with the 10 amp hour, so it's a little bit of an upgrade for the amp hour output, but also the lithium, much quicker recharge, and they seem to last significantly longer, especially on the GPS unit, I'll say that. The traditional one, probably not as important, I would say, but with the GPS constantly running on this one, I definitely do notice battery consumption much quicker on this one versus the traditional just sonar style G2 one. So both great units, both similar obviously, one with the GPS, one not. Like I said, if it's in your budget or you're able to upgrade your battery here, I'd recommend doing that right away. Like I said, this GPS unit I can get probably around 2 days, maybe a little over 2 days. That's using it nonstop, sun up to sundown, and even beyond that. So 2 full days, if not a little bit more, with a lithium battery. I can tell you with the lead acid one, it was maybe like a day or so at most, which isn't bad if you can charge it every night. But if you're on trips, you don't constantly have access to charging it, that's where the lithium battery helps. This one I haven't run full drain, but I have ran it at least 2 days, 2 solid days, and there was still plenty of battery in this one. So I'm willing to bet with the lithium battery in this one, it goes probably 3 or 4 days. I've never actually fully drained this one. So that's just a difference or breakdown between GPS and the traditional one. So battery consumption is definitely different between the two. I can only imagine if you had the Helix 7 units, the bigger ones here, probably even more important. In fact, I think the G4 units now exclusively come with lithium batteries and the higher amp hour output, probably for that reason. So, but yeah, these are great units. These are the G2s, like I said. There is a G3 for the Helix 5s. My understanding is there's not a whole lot of difference between them, other than, I think, better picture clarity or resolution, with you can see the wider cone angle there. So also wider and deeper in terms of resolution. So deeper water, like Great Lakes water, for example, like 100 feet or something, it should give you better clarity. And it's probably minimal between the G2 and G3. I haven't used a G3 myself, but that's what Humminbird claims the biggest takeaway or difference is between the G2 and G3 unit. So yeah, I would say if you're in the market for a new flasher, I highly recommend these. They're very quiet compared to the traditional flashers. The traditional ones, you get the rotation magnet wheel in there that makes a lot of noise. These things are very quiet. And like I said, you get the proper battery, they'll last multiple days, so especially in cold conditions. So yeah, it's great. You can see maybe one more takeaway or feature is these little side pouches on each side. So you can see I got a forceps in there for hook removal. Sometimes I have little bait or tackle boxes in here, tackle pouches. So you can't put a whole lot of things in there, maybe like a bait puck or, like I said, forceps or a couple basic tools. So that's kind of a nice feature. But yeah, so if you guys are in the market for a new flasher, like I said, highly recommend you give these a look. They're very affordable or budget friendly, comparatively speaking, to all the other ones. Biggest reason I like these is they're super quiet. They last a fair amount of time for battery life. And also the open water versatility here too. So I could take both these units and put it on a kayak or a boat. I run this one, like I said, in the summer on my boat. So yeah, very versatile. So open water as well as ice fishing. So a lot of good features with these. I suggest you take a look at them if you're in the market for a new flasher. So thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel for some more upcoming outdoor videos here. We'll get to some ice fishing videos here soon. You know, the ice belt here is finally getting some good ice, so excited to get out here. So thanks for watching, guys.